How I missed thee.
The other people there, and the like, there's no one particularly heavily armed. There's no one who appears to be menacing. It's just people in business having a meal. There's a menu on the table: baked fish salad, smoked capybara with a side of bread.
You say smoked kookaburra?
The side of bread?
Capybara. Those pig, rainforest pig, furry pig things?
I could have sworn you said kookaburra as well.
Giant guinea pigs.
Capybara. Yeah, like a big guinea pig, yeah.
Yeah, those things. And you guys had asked the wag, he offered you a wagon to get to the Valley of Nordgror. You guys did take him up on that offer, Zom, specifying that he wasn't going to be the one drawing it this time.
Correct.
So is this little area that we're in? Is it like a full town, or is it just this tavern?
There's two buildings there on the road. So there's this tavern, and there's what you guys are discerning to be a stable across the little path.
Okay, cool.
And then ahead of you is sort of, how have I described it? Sort of some sparse jungle. It looks like it's been pretty well cleared.
Land development going in, yeah.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. It looks like it's been cleared a while ago. Like there's some regrowth and stuff, but not thick rainforests. The humidity is certainly gone. You guys sort of descended down a mountain pass to get here. You're sort of on the lower other side of the mountains now, basically, from which the Southern Wilds would be. It's still warm and hot here, but it's certainly lost that humidity.
There was a baby wandering around in the background. How did no one see that?
Who was the baby?
Just disappeared. He's off to the bedroom. But we had good news today. The respiratory team said he only needs oxygen overnight, so now daytime he's cord-free. Yippee!
Oh, great.
Inspiration for all.
Really? No, only
awesome
for
news.
Ches.
Level up for everyone.
It's awesome news.
Thanks, Ches. I've got inspiration because of you. This is great. I already had it, but that's fine. I'll take it again.
So
that's
I've got to
great.
remember to use it one day.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're this good, you don't need it because nat 20s all day, every day.
Slaying a Hydra in 3 rounds. Anyway, as sitting there with Thurwag, he sort of shuffles back to the table. That Galliad. Anyway, we should have our room soon, and we can settle in for the night, and we'll organise the wagon as well.
So, does this Galliard, is it that you don't like him, or he doesn't like you?
He loves me. He's just a very annoying fellow. Constantly talking, and the type.
Mm-hmm.
The type, but he's always. He's like I said. He's
But this is on a
handy contact to maintain.
This is a road between Nordgror and the forest, though, isn't it? Surely he's got to meet characters all the time around here. Maybe we could ask him some questions about
Side quests.
Stuff about the keys and the temples and other things in the forest, and
Once you get him,
does he sell armor? We certainly want
started. He's unlikely to stop Zom. He considers himself somewhat of an amateur archaeologist. He's got a few simple findings, some spearheads and the like that claims he's found, but I suspect he's made himself. Just out to the back. He's shown it to me with great enthusiasm before, but best not to engage. Anyway, what are we ordering for dinner?
I'm good, thanks. And Iris finishes her glass of beer and says,
Very dark
I'm gonna go sort out some horses. Does anyone want to come with me?
I've already organised a wagon for us, Iris.
All right, well, I guess I'll just stay here then.
So I've got a young lad.
Force yourself another class.
Young lad Kathu going to be taking us to Nordgrau, actually.
Matthew,
Kathu.
similar to Matthew.
C-A-T-H-U.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I thought we were separating ways from here.
No. I'll be accompanying you to Nordgrau as the terms of our previous agreement. But shall be taking trail from Nordgrau after the first evening. I've got a conference to attend. I do believe you may be able to get some useful information. The Confederacy in Nordgrau, they often receive gifts, and they do have quite a treasure trove of information there that you might be able to investigate for your own personal journeys. I'd be able to get some answers there. I've got a I'm already running behind, so I must be making quick pace out of Nordgrau. Not the particularly kind of place one wants to spend much time if just someone such as myself.
Why is that?
Well, it's not the place it used to be. You'll see tomorrow.
Sorry, I'm just going to switch Google Keep account so I can remember who the different factions are.
Which place is what it used to be? Nordgrau, you mean?
Nordgrau, yes.
We don't know what it used to be, so...
Oh, well, Nordgrau is blessed with fertility. Sith blessed the lands there with the most fertile lands in the whole Isle of Wraith. But the Confederacy made sure that for hundreds of harvests that the food kept coming. But, just recently, it's taken a turn. Food still keeps on coming, but it's just its pleasantness, shall we say. One really knows what's going on there, and I daren't stay around too long to find out. Stick my nose where it doesn't belong, that's for sure.
We should skip Nordgrau and go.
It is the only road out of here, unfortunately, Zom.
And
Oh,
who is the dominant religious faction there, Thurwag?
You'll find a fair spread of the different religious beliefs there. Amongst the 11 families. I don't know the area too well. I don't recall their names, but I know that this consists of the valley itself, due to its geographical location and all the rich fertile soil and rain due to the southern wilds here, has made home of the families of Nordgrau in the valley. And I believe that they come from a wide range of backgrounds there, but they're all good, upstanding citizens.
Enough of me. Sorry, Zom, are you going to say something?
I wanted to go talk to the innkeeper.
Yeah, well, it's funny you should say that, because at that time, he
It's the way.
say that he is I didn't actually indicate him.
He is a
half elf. A half elf. This half elf comes along and he's got a box. Thurwag, look what I've got here! He opens up this chest and he pulls out Thurwag, some pottery. I've got some more arrowheads that I've found. And they're clearly just rocks.
Are they like shiny as if they've just been cast?
It's like roll Zom roll a nature check with advantage.
With advantage.
Ooh.
Ooh, lucky for that advantage.
You note these rocks to be clearly sedimentary rocks. Looking at them. This one's my most favourite find, Thurwag. Look at it! He pulls out sort of a rock, maybe about the size of a orange. There's no distinct shape to it. It's brown. I'm quite sure this is an ancient carving. Look at it. Thurwag goes.
And Zom,
Thurwag's just there drinking
Zom
his beer.
suggests, do you mind if I have a quick look at that? I'm a
Yes, of course.
stonemason, as is my family.
Well,
Might be able to identify this for you and
you would
perhaps
recognise
ascertain an
this.
age.
Yes. Look, it looks
Yes.
even better now than it did when I found it. The light of the tavern must is really illuminating the grooves on it.
Well, it's certainly got some silicate properties in it. It looks to be some sort of limestone and silicate composites.
Yes.
Very easy for
Carving. Yes.
Very easy for carving, yeah.
Yes, that's what I think too.
Mm.
Yes.
Thurwag, did you hear that?
I-
Gilead has found a very interesting thing that Zom has confirmed.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think it's quite as old as you think it is. I would probably estimate this to be maybe 20 or 30 years old,
It's your third. It's a rock.
judging by the carving in the rock, judging by the wear and tear on the edges.
Oh. Think.
Yes, I think it's been done more recently.
Oh.
I mean, look, hey, don't let that stop you from searching around for relics, because you never know when you'll come across one that might actually be a true ancient.
Came out of a
valuable
very
piece.
deep hole. Dug a very big hole.
Well,
Like to see it?
the hole. Oh,
Yes.
yes, I want to see the hole.
Good.
Where's the hole?
Outside.
Are you,
This is
you telling me?
fascinating news. Let's all
Galliard.
go at once.
Blood and
Is that just me
Yes.
who's lost Bill?
This would be here now.
No, I lost him
Lost
as well.
Phil with the immortal. With the...
Yes. The Rock's
Yeah,
turned
the-
his cam into a slideshow presentation. 'Tis a wondrous rock indeed. Thurwag, you must add this to your collection. Whatever the money, you should pay it. It's totally worth it.
Can you hear me?
Every now and then. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh. That's weird. These fucking pop-ups in Discord.
Pop-ups in Discord.
Yeah, I get, like, it's a bunch of...
Oh,
He's gone again.
It's a bunch.
he's gone again.
I get the pop-ups when it first
Yeah,
opens,
that's-
trying to get me to buy whatever the premium version is.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's what I mean.
You just
Sorry, am I still... Can you hear me or not?
can
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyone can... Oh, fuck.
Yes.
What keeps happening?
Go check on your girls, see if they're not downloading something too big.
Yeah, definitely torrents.
Oh, they might, yeah.
Yeah, they're torrenting.
Peppa Pig ain't gonna download itself.
They're a bit past that now.
No, now they're doing it
Watching
ironically.
the entire Harry Potter series. Anyway, actually, that's funny you say that, because it has become a bit of a joke at school, Peppa Pig. So,
The diss and the
I don't know,
pep.
they just go around quoting. Yeah, they go around quoting Peppa Pig, and yeah,
Who doesn't?
Everyone's seen it, of course.
You should tell them you understand the Maymays as well.
wasted your moments of good internet on Peppa Pig story.
Yeah. As soon as he's done talking, it's gone.
Yeah. Should have
Now,
a pretty consistent internet.
Back to us inspecting the half-elf's hole.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the half-elf's hole.
I'm a
Yeah.
goat. I'm a
Yeah,
goat.
right.
See?
Galliard, are you trying
Yes.
to tell me that you have dug a hole out the back of your inn here, and at the bottom of it you found a rock that looks slightly different to other rocks?
Oh, it's like all of the rocks in there.
There's more.
Dots. And where you guys are sitting, is there?
All right then.
There's a window
Well-
just next to Thurwag.
Let's show us this hole.
There! And you look outside, and you do indeed see quite a large hole just to your north there.
It's right near a river. Do you have any issues with
Yes!
water
It's filled with water!
table seeping into the hole? You know
Yes!
what? I've got a trunk. Let's empty it out.
I've got my rocks in a trunk too! And at that moment,
That
at
just
that
sounds
moment,
like a mad.
Thurwag knocks into, like, just kicks Iris under the table. You see what I mean?
Thurwag, I feel like this is a disaster of your own making. I don't know how, but I know you talked yourself into this situation to begin with. Is there anything else we need to discuss, Thurwag, before we get a good night's sleep?
And Thurwag does a very fake. I think it might be time for at least myself to hit the sack. I'm quite tired. Are those rooms ready, Gilad?
Well, if that's the case, maybe, and I pat Thurwag on the leg. Maybe you should just talk to your good friend Gilead for the rest of the night about what we've learned about Finth, and I'm going to cast suggestion on him.
Synth what?
Can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
So we're just bringing him up.
Since the beginning of time. Oh
He's-
dear.
Iris, why on earth would I want to Thurwag?
Gilead.
It's my name. I am here to talk to you about findings from the Southern
First-
Wilds this evening.
For the first time in days, you see Iris crack a smile. She pours herself another beer and is just going to stand up and walk out of the tavern.
Missed out on the part that Thurwag actually gets onto the table to make this announcement. That's
Oh.
that's why he introduced himself.
Okay.
I am preeminent theological archaeologist, Thurwag Galwat. I'm here this evening to present my early preliminary findings. You see, Gilead. Shh, 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 shh. Everybody be quiet. Quiet. It's quieter. Hum. Free drinks. We listen to this man tonight. Very good. And now, Iris, you work out that you sort of make the connection that he came out of this room here when Thurwag
Who's that?
asked him to.
Gilead.
Yeah, Thurwag asked him to prepare a room for you guys. Came out of this room
Oh, okay.
here, and so you make that connection that that's probably your bedroom for the evening.
Cool. Yeah, she picks up her tankard and she heads in there. But I would hope to get Graham's attention on the way as I make my way there. Okay. He's already gone for the
There's not really a counter so much as a kitchen room. This is more of a not really it's more of an inn house than a tavern. But you Graham, you go into the room as everyone's distracted that you've identified as the source of the smells and the sound of the kitchen, and you go into there and help yourself to a rather large jug of ale.
And a bottle of wine. He puts
Bottle
in
of
his
wine.
rucksack.
It's oh, I mean, you don't. Everyone is sort of taken in by Thurwag's performance, but you guys are aware of the fact that he under the suggestion, and you've all sort of you've heard his stories before. So you're not overly keen to sit. you might be keen to sit there, but you are finding his embellishment of the
certainly
current
sit there
story is a
for-
little bit tiring. Everyone else is there, so
Yeah,
you
Zom will
basically
probably sit there for a little while before he realizes what's going on.
Zom!
Starts
Round of
drinking.
applause for Zom here. Fabulous deception he pulled off. Beast of burden to fool the lizardman. And the tavern just sort of start like, hey.
Thank you.
And it,
Yes, well, it was a very difficult task, in fact. But look, don't let me detract from your story. Thurwag, you continue. He wasn't there though, was he? I'll tell you another time. I'll be back. Let me go get a drink.
these two rooms here, we'll just pretend that it's one big that you guys can both go into. Yeah. So there's enough beds for you all. A nice simple room. Nothing too
While
fancy.
people are distracted, Graham's just going to kind of look around any other rooms.
On the bottom here, the simple. You would assume this to be lad's room. A couple of beds in there. Maybe his sort of workers live there as well. Some simple belongings and stuff there. There's nothing really of interest though. He's a pretty simple, measly living person. And the other room here in the middle here appears to be a bathroom. Toilet.
Graham's going to have a look
good
around this bedroom. Ugh. He's basically looking for anything out of the ordinary, interesting, valuable.
Yep. Nah. Find maybe 12 copper pieces.
3 more of those rocks.
He's just going to leave. He's going to leave him. He
Yeah,
doesn't
just-
care about copper pieces.
There's a bookshelf there that's got various rocks on it. Nothing overly exciting.
Okay. Cool. Nothing to see here.
Nothing really. The lump on your arm is just... You're constantly drawn to it.
Did anyone notice the lump on his arm?
At one point, he went to... You saw him pull a knife out and go to cut at it. Then, as the knife reached close to his skin, he suddenly stopped and pulled the dagger away from it.
Did we do that while we were here? Or while we were at the previous place?
The previous, your campsite.
It was the
night before.
previous.
Right.
Okay.
Getting pretty late now.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Zom's gonna yawn with his trunk. Then go head into the bedroom.
If nothing else is
Hi,
going on,
gentlemen. It was
Oag is deep
riveting stories.
in tale of the Battle of the Hydra now.
Yeah, he's going to be going
Yeah.
literally until the break of dawn because that is the technical definition of all night.
Yeah, but the Hydra, he'll only talk about the Hydra for a minute or so.
Even if
Oh,
Gilead wants to go to sleep, Thurwag will keep talking to him.
Yeah.
Or
Bob's
maybe
gonna-
this will be-
Bob's
Anything
going
else
to
you
get
guys wanna
close
do?
to Iris and be like,
He
Iris, you know how we can do similar stuff with like throwing balls of energy at people, and you know we're sort of the same. Not quite, but different.
Yeah, different.
Like, does your boss tell you what he wants you to do, or because like I thought he wanted me to kill things, but I've been killing things and nothing's happening, and I want to go home, but he's not telling me what I have to do to go home, and we're still here on this stupid place.
Bob, you're in it for the long haul, buddy. Once you make a deal, there's pretty much no way out of it.
I always say I felt bad for him, and I wish I could help.
Yeah.
And now I'm fucking here, and not there. I heard the Jury's voice, and I want to go home.
But they tricked you into signing a contract.
Didn't say
Basically.
nothing. But when I tried to stay home, the house started shaking, and the earth was quaking, and my heart was aching, and I had to go to Neverwinter and get on a boat.
Okay. It was a little different for me. Because I basically reached out and I tried to find something. But, they found me. But it's interesting that yours found you
Well,
asking for help.
I found Nice. Holds up the ring. And that's when it all started. But, no. I'm just trying to work out what he wants so I can be done. Give him what he wants and then we fuck off.
Yeah,
Right.
it's well, I mean, here's the thing. What can you offer him more than what you're currently doing anyways?
Don't know.
So it seems to me like he wants you to kill things, right?
Well, that's what I assumed. Every time I kill
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
my finger where the ring is feels all warm and tingly. I'm assuming that's happy.
Yeah. So if you were to stop killing things, he would probably be like, "Oh, we need to change this. We need to eat. What do you want so that you can continue doing this? You know, it's like kind of like a tete-a-tete. It's an exchange. You know,
So you're saying I
you should
shouldn't kill things, and that'll
yeah.
get
Maybe
him
what you
to
should
come
do
out of the
is
woodworks and
just yeah. You know, what you do is you get them right to. Have you heard of you've heard of edging? Basically, you just got to get them right to the low HP, and then just let someone else finish them off, and just do that for the next I don't know week or so,
it
2
feels
months,
like I've been
however
doing that
long
for a while.
and then just see, maybe he'll change his tune. Maybe he'll want to help you out a bit more. Maybe the contract the terms will be in a bit more black and white, and you can figure out how to get out of this thing.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're
Yeah.
putting down. All right, so
Yeah.
when we get into any sort of a ruckus, I'll take him all the way down, and then you finish him off, and we'll cock block him, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Sounds good. And Iris, who's been basically talking into her pillow here, she's been trying to sleep this whole time, just sticks a big thumb up and is like, "Yep, sounds good."
All right.
Anything else, Bob?
Lots of things, but I'll let you sleep. Unless you know where babies come from.
Storks.
Stork. Fucking storks.
Having 2 or 3 of his own, one would presume Bob would have a pretty good idea.
You just shag everything, and then sometimes.
Might have 2 or 3 of his own, but he's still got no idea.
And then Bob will roll back over and start snoring because he's had a lot of those spirits as well as filling up the flask.
What are you guys gonna do now?
seat. Level up.
What do we want to do? Level up twice.
I mean, if only you guys were at the point where you could, but you're not. So here we are.
Let's rest. When we wake up, we'll be ready.
Have a long rest now.
Do we even need a long rest? What's the time? Night, isn't it?
We don't, but at the same time we do.
It's night time. Be dark. In here, sort of people outside leaving. Thurwag's voice still booming through the stone walls.
Is he doing? Why is he going on and on? I thought he said he didn't like this guy. He's been talking for... I don't know why I looked at my wrist then.
2 or 3 hours at this point.
Yeah, it must be 2 or 3 hours. It's really the behaviour of someone who doesn't like him. Yeah, we'll let him go. Hey, Iris, you should cast one of your spells on him and make him keep talking. That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
She hits
You should
Zom in the
cast
head with her pillow and then tries to go back to sleep.
What the? Iris! All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to play a joke. It was just... No, Iris. No.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're just going to go to sleep, aren't we?
A long rest was had by all.
Absolutely nothing. You guys wake up and
Funny
you're
how
woken.
Zom slept on the floor in the middle of the room instead of that empty bed. But
You guys woken just before dusk.
For dawn?
Just before dawn. It's still dark outside, but you can kind of just see a tiny bit of light on the trees that you can see through the window by Thurwag, and he clearly tired. Why isn't that working? The wrong thing. Then what happened? Was I talking all night? He says, he looks at you, Iris. Was I talking all night, Iris?
Iris isn't smiling like I'm smiling, but she goes, "Hey, does that Galliad guy still want to talk to you, Thurwag?"
He's asleep. He's been for several hours. I believe I've been lecturing him for the last several hours.
Did it seem like he was really enjoying those last several hours?
While he was awake, he was, but he got tired and fell asleep, which is something I was not able to do. But as he is asleep, can we please leave now?
Jeez, cranky for a guy who got a full night's rest. Let's go.
Certainly. You were vibing last night. Thurwag, I was riveted for a lot of the time.
Was I, Zol?
Fantastic.
Keep your voice down. I daren't not wake him. Let's go, please.
Thurwag. I did this for you.
Sure you did, Iris. I'm
Think
sure
of it
you
this
did.
way. If someone talked to you if you like someone and they talk to you non-stop for hours on end until you wanted to go to sleep, would you want to talk to that person again?
Not when that person... Galliad. I want to put as much distance between me and him as I can now.
The next time you see him, I guarantee you, Thurwag, he'll stay very clear of you.
Interesting theorem you propose, Iris.
Just
I
trust
do
me.
believe that Kathu is waiting for us by the stable.
Who's Kathu?
He's the guy that's pulling the cart, isn't he?
Good
The
thing we're
guy
leaving.
that's pulling the cart. We don't have horses.
You
Or
guys,
steering, but yeah.
It's a
guys-
huge rickshaw, but it's just
Look
well
out.
balanced.
walk out here and you see that there is a wagon, yeah, with 2 horses attached to it. And there is a young wood elf sitting on the driver's seat of it.
He doesn't look big enough to pull this cart. Tom,
So
you're on cart
so-
duty again.
No,
I haven't.
no, just wait a minute, Bob.
Don't judge a book by its
Just-
cover, Bob.
This is
I'm sorry. I assumed his physical prowess. I'm problematic.
I did it once, and that was through necessity. I was happy to do so, well, for a short period of time, and then it was through necessity after that. I'm going to give it a rest for a while. Although, can I say that after doing that, I would probably be much better at it. Maybe I should give it a go for a little while, just to see how much better at it I've got. I'm sure I've gotten stronger. I
You look stronger.
would have
Them-
gotten stronger. Do I
Them
look
leg
stronger?
muscles. You look like you didn't skip leg day at all.
All right, give me the cart. Give me the cart. Let's have it a go.
Zom,
And that's
Everybody on,
Okay.
as
Including-
great as it was,
including the
having,
horses.
I think we need a bit more speed. Sorry. My lungs are still recovering from last week.
Zom does his warm-up stretches, his lunges.
I think we
his
need a bit
calves.
more speed than what you can provide, Zom. Not that you didn't do a great job, but I think we need.
I just want to see if I can just a mile. A mile. It's not that far. It's not that
We can do a
far.
mile. Yeah.
I'll need to do a strength check.
Dom, as you approach the wagon and go to unbridle the horses, what you were doing? Attach yourself.
I guess so.
The young wood elf sort of turns to you. What do you think you're doing?
Well, I'm quite adept at pulling a cart, and I thought I would give it a go for
No,
this cart. Just for
no,
just for a short. I just want to do it up to the
No.
the little hill over there.
no.
It's just a
Took
little
me
one.
about now to get these guys hooked up onto the wagon. We're not doing that. It's my wagon. Take
I mean,
my,
you gotta respect the man's wagon, Zom.
I'll take my license from the guild if you start messing around
So-
with the horses.
Zom hunches his shoulders in dejection and slowly trudges back to the cart.
I-
Hops on.
If you want, you can sit up front and drive with me.
Or-
I know, like
I will
sometimes the
do that.
children like to do that. If you want to do that, you can do that too. But
Yes, I want to do that.
okay. What was your name again?
My name is Zom. Zom Sov Balroz. House
Okay.
Balroz.
Oh,
And your name
Esquire.
was Cthulhu
Kathu.
or Cathu?
Kathu, yeah. Fine
I
journeys
had-
often.
I must say, I had a different
yes.
image in my head of how you would look.
Yeah,
More tentacles.
yeah. I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Kathu. I'm
Cathu, pleasure to meet you.
yeah, cool. Got to concentrate real hard on the road, Dom. So
There's,
always
there's
best if
nobody
you.
on it.
Oh yeah, but there's people
Well,
on
there's
the
not many
yeah,
people
not
on
not
it.
here, but once we get a bit further on, you know, with the wildlife jumping in and out of the bush. So yeah, maybe you sit up front with me, but just sort of to yourself there, bud. All right.
You won't even know I'm here.
It's the way I like it. It's the way I like it. Now we going or not?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Stuff in the back. Let's get going.
Do you know anything about armor?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I drive wagons. That's what I do. Make a measly living. I get enough to get by.
What What about crossbows? Do you know anything about crossbows?
I
Yeah, look at
don't.
my crossbow. I've only recently acquired
As you pull the crossbow out, he sort of, Thurwag, we're not going to have any funny business here, are we?
No, I'm just
Okay,
showing
mate.
you my.
No, can you put it away, mate? Put it away.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I'll stop now. Let's just keep going.
okay. And Thurwag chucks his bag up in the wagon. You guys don't really have bags, do you?
Not really.
Yeah, no, we've just carried
How
our
do we
possessions.
carry stuff? How do we carry like individual bits of
Satchels and
mushrooms or
Yeah, rather than
bottles?
story armor, you guys have had story bags.
We've got the shared storage ring.
You do.
Our starting loot. I've got
Backpacks. We've got an explorer's pack, a backpack.
I've got a bunch of hunters' clothes in my ring.
Alright. So you guys climb onto the wagon, and Kathu goes, and the wagon starts pulling away.
Yeah.
The road away from the Mosquito is lined with sparse jungle. It looks as if it has been largely cleared some time ago, but nature has begun to reclaim it. The smell of civilization slowly seeps through your nose over the first few days of travel. Thurwag estimates that it would be about a week walk this distance. You heard him say that at the start, but probably just 2 or 3 days in the cart. And Kathu confirms that he would probably think that he sort of does this trip back and forth pretty regularly, transporting goods, and it takes about 3 days. The first day is pretty uneventful. There's a few people on the road. They've mainly headed south, which is towards the aromatic mosquito. Oh, let's just do this so you guys can get some idea of where you are.
Oh, yeah.
I'll help out. And Zom's reading his mushroom book the whole time he's on the cart.
Z.
Yes.
Zom forgets about his
Long.
book. He's never going to finish it at this rate. Will I be up to chapter 12 and finishing it? He'll be like, page 52.
Where are we right now?
So at the moment, when you guys were at the aromatic mosquito, that's sort of around about here.
Okay.
Okay.
See, okay, so go on.
And you're headed north towards
To Netcraw.
Nortgraw.
Okay. What's that bit that's circled with the lizard skin merchants?
That's up there, Zoudcrest.
Have we spoken with? Is that meaningful to us?
You've only heard that name mentioned in reference to the hunter, and I believe his goblin sort of said that's where he was from. So you guys are travelling north there. Yeah, the first day is pretty uneventful. There are a number of people on the road headed south, so they're coming sort of down towards the aromatic mosquito. There's a few roads going off sort of here and there, but you sort of stick to the main road. The people coming towards you, they tend to keep to themselves. They sort of, nod their heads and look suspiciously. And maybe, I'm seeing as you're at the front of the wagon, a perception check.
Perception. Can I guide myself with this? Looking intently and focused on the road ahead.
At the people's expressions as they go past.
Yeah. Really need to. I will anyway because I want to see if I can get 30.
People look, well, because you don't say, people look nervous. They look tense. Some of them, their faces are quite dirty. Some of them look relatively emaciated. Skinny. Looks like people are they're not coming from a particularly nice place. On the second evening, so you guys spend your night. Kathu's pretty good survival guy. Sets up a nice little in the wagon. Little campsite for you. And he's a professional. Like he mentioned, he's a member of the Wagon Guild. And on the second evening, he makes mention of making camp soon, and he suggests that there's a guild rest station coming up. Plenty of water for the horses and safety in numbers. As you travel along the road, you see a path leading to the right. He turns the wagon sort of to the right off the main course, leading you down a track that's relatively well worn. You can see some like wagon wheel ruts running down it. And he gets to a point and he just stops the wagon. Hey! Pulls the horses up, and you hear him go. And then he just sits there waiting.
Just waking your kids up. And you've just woken your kids up.
I know. And you hear from further ahead. Good, the others are here. And he starts the wagon up again. And you guys go along the road for about 5 more minutes. And you come to a sort of a bit of a clearing. Yourself.
Has Graham's arm, the thing on his arm, has it gotten bigger in the?
Yeah, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger.
And what does it look like?
It's like a lump. It's probably about the size of a large blueberry now.
What reaction is this having on Graham? Like, is it something that he's like
Itching at.
picking at that we're all noticing?
Why don't you ask Graham what he's doing?
Graham, that mark on your arm, it seems to be getting larger. Is that everything all right there?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what it is. Do you know what this is?
Hold your arm steady and I'll Eldritch Blast it off.
Ramrod?
He puts his arm behind his back.
Ramrod, do you want to maybe cast your knowing eyes over that and see if there's anything you can do to aid poor Graham?
I think
Seems like it could
Eldritch
be
Blast
alive.
probably would work.
I want my arm.
I
you've
thoroughly
got to.
recommend a course of Eldritch Blasts. Take 2 and see your doctor if problems persist. May cause death.
Can I just have a check, I suppose. I have a look.
Just gonna.
A medicine check on it.
Yeah,
Right.
I've never done that before.
Right here.
Yeah, let me have a look.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I know what that is. I've seen that before.
You look at his arm, and it's not like something you've ever come across before. But you have a really close look at it, and you note that there's a few close inspection. There's a few sort of it's a smooth lump of skin. It doesn't hurt when you poke it. Graham doesn't feel any pain. You can kind of move it, it moves ever so slightly. You look closely at it, and the lump itself is there, and it looks like it's kind of little veins, maybe veins coming out around it, or something coming out around it, just ever so subtly. And then you look really closely and you sort of rub it a little bit, and you notice just at the top of it, there's 2 or 3 hair, like little bits of hair, and it doesn't look like Graham's hair. It's a different type of hair. And that's about all you notice with it.
So yeah, it doesn't make any noise when I poke it or anything. Yeah, no, I've not seen this before, but I mean, I'd tell him what I noticed, what I pick up. Although it's on his arm, he probably would have noticed all that.
Probably not, because it's kind of hard to see.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You would find it difficult.
What do you want us to try? Anything? Want to try and cut it off, or what do you reckon?
This,
Does it
don't know,
feel like potentially you've had any stat changes since having that stuck on your arm? You know.
no.
No.
It seems to have a voice though.
You can talk.
It's
Sorry.
talking to you.
Sorry, say that again, Graham. I was vaguely paying attention to what was going on because, I mean, skin checks aren't really that exciting. But did you just say it was talking to you? Ramrod, please tell me that's in your codex of medicinal knowledge.
Sentient
You have to read a book,
lumps.
right? I haven't heard that before.
Maybe it's a fungus. What have you learnt from your books on?
I don't know. It doesn't feel right to cut it out.
It could be.
Sorry,
what,
it doesn't feel right to cut it out.
what does
Maybe
it
it's a
say to you?
clone. Maybe
What
it's a
is-
clone of itself.
What does it say to you when it talks to you?
It suggests that it can keep me safe. I just get a feeling.
Is it a
Cyclone.
two-way communication, Graham?
I don't know if I'm imagining it or not. But yes. Yeah, it's all been too much, I think, over the last few days. I don't.
Can I, with my Eldritch sight, can I see anything different about that particular? It's not
just a-
magical.
Oops.
Yep.
That's the wrong button.
Jar of rotten
That's
something.
the wrong button. I'm trying to shrink the bloody things. However, if your lump would like to join the jar of rotten something, I'm sure it can enhance the aromatics and subtle
Are
delicacies.
you guys doing this at the little wagon stop that you stopped at, or are you sort of doing it on the wagon as you go
I was
along?
saying it on the way because this is kind of a transitory kind of thing that would happen.
I just feel like it needs more time.
I'm sorry. If it needs more time.
Something's happening. Just
Are you feeling maternal to your lump?
I'm sure it'll sort itself out. It doesn't look that bad, does it?
Was there a stalk when you first noticed the lump growing? It could be a baby.
Bob would know.
Ah, I learned all about the stalks. They show up, they stick a lump in your arm, and then 3 weeks later, a baby comes out.
How many children did you say you had, Bob?
I was mainly ploughing the field when I wasn't ploughing the... Anyway.
Ramrod, you're not concerned about this, are you?
I
Iris
figure
is
if it's
vehemently
not,
shaking her head or nodding her head.
if it doesn't hurt you, like it's not causing any pain, and you're not feeling upset about it, no, I've not seen it before.
I don't know
Let's
how
see
I
what
feel.
happens.
If you're
If it
okay, it's not
starts
causing you
growing out of
pain.
your
It's
arm-
telling you it's okay.
If it starts growing out of your arm, let me know. We'll see what fungus it is. It'll be something.
Well, have
I'll
you
read
seen
my
anything
books
like
some
it, Zom? No, it's gone.
Not that I can recall. Not quite like that. And certainly not on summer. No, this is something new. But in the event it does grow, I haven't finished my book yet. In the event it does grow out of your arm, I'll be able to tell you something after that. I'll just keep reading my book during
Spend
If we
about-
leave it long enough, it might be able to tell us itself.
carriage ride.
I spent about 5 hours reading your book on the first 2 days, Zom, because you were eager to impress Kathu with your wagon driving abilities that you were getting that or your book was there.
Hi.
So you guys here at this sort of clearing. Indeed, there's a well there and a trough, and there's some horses drinking out of the trough. And a number of other wagons there, and you see some people getting on with it. You know, they're just going about their own business. Thu gets down and unbridles the horses and takes them over to the water, and he goes over to a group of people there who are clearly the other wagon drivers. They all kind of look similar. They've all got their whips and, you know, their wagon driving stuff on. You see a family sitting on the bench next to the fire here. There's a rather obese human. He is over here. Get the stuff on the wagon. There's a wood elf who's sitting on the bench over here. He appears to be fletching some arrows. He's got a large dog with him, and then around the table here sit four people. A dwarf, a half elf, and 2 humans. And they're sort of like lightly armored. One of them's got his arm pretty heavily bandaged. They've got some weapons there, but they're having a drink and looking pretty happy with themselves. And you guys are. Thurwag sort of dismounts and goes and sits at the fire here, stretches his legs for a little bit, and just goes and sits down. Looks into the fire. It's sort of mid-afternoon by this point. To late afternoon, sort of 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
How much further to Nantgra?
We should reach there tomorrow.
Okay. It's a long journey.
Stay here tonight.
Iris is just gonna walk laps to try and stretch her legs out while she can.
Ramrod, what do you feel like doing?
I don't know if I've got anything to do. I've just been, since hearing what I heard, I've just been contemplating what is the fastest way to get back to what we were doing. And that is to press on as fast as we can.
As soon as I put the dummy in his mouth on me before you fed him.
And you sort
I
of,
want to get home.
Kathu comes over. You're leaving early in the morning, so you rest. I gotta get to Nordgra. Some timber that needs transporting.
Okay. He has drunk a whole heap.
Yeah, how early?
Nearly
Like
early.
crack dawn.
sunrise? Yep.
We'll be out of here, crack of dawn. Probably the first wagon to leave. Settle in for the night. We're not going anywhere. Horses need a break.
We've got Zom though.
I nearly had 120 mils this morning.
Pulling
We've
my
got a
wagon.
Zom.
So he's like practically finished every bottle.
Want to get there quicker? You're walking.
200, 220, 220, 180.
And it'll be 3 or 4 more days from here.
Our
As
little
well, get
gutso.
yourselves cozy. Settle in by the fire. Got some rations we can give you for dinner. We'll cook that up later.
Oh, I'm gonna try and go to bed now.
Okay.
Iris will sit by the fire
So you sit down and the
after she's done a couple laps of the entire caravan. Just
uh,
how many is this an accurate of the amount of wagons here?
I'll give or take, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 4 groups of other people here.
4 groups of other people. Can I just kind of get a vibe check for what their deal is?
Do you want to talk to them?
No,
you
I
just
just want to kind of
Scout them out.
yeah,
Insight.
just perceive insight, something to kind of figure out.
The family, the family who are sitting sort of near Ramrod there, they're sort of looking like they're keeping them to themselves pretty much. They've got a similar face of like sort of a tense, sort of uneasy physia like you've had lots of people coming off the road from Nortgraw. The merchant, he seems a pretty happy looking guy, and he's just working at he's a a big fat jolly old guy who's just working on his load on the wagon there. The trapper, as you sort of pass by him, he sort of nods to you. And the adventurer is sitting at the table here drinking their jolly, being fueled by ale.
Okay.
And as you sit there next to the person with the dog sort of looks at you and
Which person has the dog?
on the bench where you're sitting.
Yeah.
Okay. You sit there next to him. The dog sort of sniffs at you. It sort of gives a little growl. And
It was a sexy growl.
it was a bit of a I don't like the smell of you kind of growl. And the person there sort of gives it a pat. Hey, it's alright, man. It's alright. Don't really like. You're alright with strangers. Don't know why she doesn't like you. It's Feywand.
Feywand?
Feywand. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Feywand?
Feywand.
Okay. Cool. Hey, Feywand, where are you headed? Oh, Feywand.
Just heading to the woods, a bit south of here. I just hunting grounds down there.
The rest of the people that are here, are they heading south as well, or are they heading north? Do you know?
Never met him. Don't really know him. Here with my wagon over there.
So you were the
my
last
horse
one here.
And my horse done by a wolf a couple of days ago, and I've not had a chance to get a new one, so I had to get the wagon from Nortgraw, the woods.
So you pulled your wagon from Nortgraw here?
Oh no, I got a wagon. I helped the guy over there. And he points to the person who's talking to Kafu. He's taking me to I'll get a.
Oh, I see.
I'll get a horse and I'll break it in down there and I'll get a new one. But I just do my hunting down south these days. Can't do it in the valley no more.
Is it better hunting down there? Is it?
Yeah. There used to be a lot of animals in the valley, but they're dried up now. Farmers just kill them. Farmers can't seem to live in harmony like it used to be. So I just go south. My hunting down there. My food up. My pelts up. Yeah.
Holding on to those last vestiges of non-civilization. Well, good on you, Feywand.
Yeah. I mean, it's a living. It's me by.
It's a living.
Yeah. I like the wild, rather than civilization. Valley's good. It's not too crowded. Not too many people. As good as it used to be, but nice.
Well, that's good to hear. What race is this Feywand?
He would be a wood elf as well. Let's just say.
Makes sense. Well, we're heading up to Nantgras. Is there any goings on there that we should be aware of?
Yeah, I mean, there's all that business with the Confederacy, but
Just pretend we've come out of the woods and have never ever been to anywhere else on this island. What would you tell us about Nantgras?
okay, it's a bit weird. It's like farms. It's farms, and they all work for the Confederacy now. To work together. Now they work for the Confederacy. That new guy runs it. A death there now. Don't really like going there as much as I used to.
What's the Confederacy?
Confederacy.
Yeah,
You not heard of it before?
sorry, I've heard of these different religious sects. I didn't know the Confederacy is one of them.
Oh no, nothing. Ain't no religious thing about the Confederacy. I mean, just like run the farms. You know, the farmers channel all their food, all the crops into Confederacy, and Confederacy ship it out. They used to fight, I think, and the Confederacy sort of pulled them all together. Yeah. Operation, I guess, like a business. Trading guild, kind of. It's kind of like a guild, yeah. I guess that's the best way to do it. The farmers work together.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, you used to work real well. They used to share the everything, but I don't know what's going on there now. It's all changed. A few years back.
Graham, are you pro-Confederates?
Well, it sounds like they're all working together, doesn't
Yeah, sounds like a real dream come true, Graham.
it?
Bob's been staring at the map that we got from the beach. Was it? When did we get that map?
But on the beach.
Yeah, I think it was on the beach. So has
And
Zom.
he goes over to Thurwag and Zom and he's like, so we got that first thing about here, which is sort of where these keys are marked. Would you say the second temple where we went with the faces and we got that second tier was about here? And he points to the other. Where is it?
Right.
Is it on this map?
I can't see it.
Right there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Thurwag looks at it and he pulls out his own version of the map and his own sort of sketchings and pulls out like a ruler thing. Yes, it seems to line up quite well, Bob, actually, an astute observation.
So it looks like there's another one about here of those markings on this map.
I don't quite see that one there, Bob. So it blows on it and... Oh, no, that was just some dust, I believe, Bob.
Oh,
That was a number 9.
That's a number 9, yeah.
Never mind.
I don't see anything on the map.
That's a shit
Right,
9.
there is one up there.
I think you guys did circle all the keys on the map and share it in the Canon Cabbage Fodder chat at some point. And at some point you have looked thoroughly and found the keys on there, and I believe you found 11 of them.
Oops. Control Z. Nope, can't Control Z. Get my markings off the map. Never mind.
I see what you're saying, yes. Now Thurwag looks at the map and No, that was just some dust, Bob. I believe a bit of dirt from the wilds there.
Just making sure we didn't have to double back.
No doubling back today. And he points up to Avasart up the top here. This is where I'm headed. Long trek ahead of me, but that's why I must leave Nortgrow in the morning and get to where I'm going.
Great. Well, I think if anyone else wants to make some friends around here and find out if anyone else is heading to Nortgrow, feel free.
I wouldn't. To go get this bitch some food. Sort of, because the dog's sort of getting.
I'm not hungry, thank you.
Sort of sniffing at you and sort of. I think she's hungry. I better go get her some food. Nice to meet you, Iris.
Has Iris still got any hunter or goblin on her? Is that what the dog's picking up?
Yeah, I've got some roasted and flayed decaf. It's probably a bit. It's not very good.
Extra smelly, extra interesting for dogs.
Crap meat.
Yeah, I just throw him. I throw the dog the very last of it.
It strangely rejects your offer towards it and walks away.
Vegetarian dogs. I swear to God, these new age. Never mind. All right.
Amrod, you're sitting next to the family. There's three dwarfs, middle-aged male, middle-aged female, and a young, sort of early teen male dwarf as well.
Alright, I'll chat to them. Maybe to
Sort
the
of
kid.
intentionally trying to avoid your eye contact, but yeah, the youngest one is sort of like looking at you because he's never seen any creature such as you before.
Yep. Kind of ignoring the staring and just engage in conversation. So, where are you guys headed?
The kid sort of, like, he's a bit put off that you've spoken to him because he realised that he's been just sort of gawking at you for the last 5 minutes.
And I'm a rabbit.
Yep.
I'm talking rabbit.
The dad sort of turns, hi. Hi. How you going? Harold. Harold Havenwaith.
Harold, I'm Ramrod.
Ramrod, hey. Did you ask where we're going?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going away.
We're on the same track. I figured we're stuck here for the night. We might as well have a chat.
Yeah, cool. He sort of isn't really making eye contact with you. Kind of doesn't really want to engage that much. Yeah, we're just going away. All our belongings over there. Just getting away.
And just a vacation?
No, we're moving. Packed up everything. I don't know. We might end up at Avonwyn, I guess. Maybe got some family there. Maybe I don't know. Really, just playing it day by day at the moment. Yeah.
You moving for work or just a sea change?
Like, just moving, really. No,
Just a
you know how it is.
change.
Sort of suddenly kind of looks a bit awkward. Yeah, just yeah. I guess a change is a good way to put it. Yep. That's a good way. And at that point, the wife sort of like looks away and just sort of starts to stifle like a bit of a tears in her face, hand sort of thing. Harold goes, yeah, hi Irina, yeah. We'll be out of here soon.
Have you guys eaten?
Just about. The wagon guys are just the guild are just cooking up some food for us. Yeah, probably. Our wagon guy's a great cook. He cooked for us last night. Great cook.
Good.
Where are you folk headed to? Your assortment of critters, aren't you?
Yeah. We are forced acquaintances, I suppose, but we're all heading in the same direction.
Cool.
I guess a little bit like you, just moving, trying to get
away
somewhere
from
else.
the valley.
Sorry, away from what?
Trying to get away from the valley, Nightcrawl. Getting away from it.
Actually, that's where we're heading, isn't it? Let's.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, right.
Why? That's where you've come from, is it?
Yeah. It'd be used to live there. Don't really care to live there anymore.
Okay, why is that?
Don't really want to talk about it. Kind of pretty unpleasant.
That's okay.
Sort of hear him sort of like his voice sort of just crackles a little bit. Yeah. Pretty. Yeah. Don't really want to talk about it, man.
No worries. Well, I mean, we're headed that way. Is there anything that we should know, if that's the case?
No. I mean, used to work there. We loved living there. We worked the harvests. Beautiful. But our labor was no longer required, so we decided to leave. The Confederacy's great.
Can I insight check that?
Certainly can.
Because nobody's done an insight check for how many sessions?
People have been doing them.
Hey?
I thought about it earlier and I did not do it.
He's clearly lying when he talks about the Confederacy being great. Everything else has been honest.
Yep.
The way his voice sort of inflected up to be fake, you are clearly talking to someone who does not think the Confederacy is great.
Sure. Yeah, I've heard of the Confederacy. I haven't had much to do with them at all. What kind of good things do they do?
I mean, the Confederacy's great. They keep the harvests all together and make sure the wealth is sort of shared among the families. It used to be that the families fight and the rich ones would get away with all the wealth and sort of buy the lands off the smaller ones but they realized that wasn't the way forward. So the Confederacy's great. They just sort of show their faith in the Bro family and yeah, the once they took over, it's really gone on in leaps and bounds.
Somebody else put that label.
It used to work really well, but
that doesn't mean
it's
we
working
need
even better
it.
now.
Why would you buy that much cheese?
Which family
I
was
was
that?
trying to FaceTime you, and you wouldn't answer the phone, so I made an executive.
Spell it for you.
I didn't do anything wrong. I saw something.
This is an
labeled
Iris Haskell.
at a price,
I'm trying
and
to
I
take
bought.
notes.
Yeah, Thidda Bro family.
Bro.
So, seeing as though they're... with my facial expressions and body language, I try to convey that I understand exactly what he's saying rather than what he's actually saying.
Yeah,
in the same way he's... Yep, in the same way he's telling me.
Nadia.
Look at that. It's about time. Yep. Right on schedule. Yeah. Conveying trying to convey that I understand what he's saying, like that other people might be listening and speaking in this way. So if we're heading in to the valley, the what are they called? Thitterbro family would be who if I wanted to, congratulate and thank them for the work that's going on there.
Thitterbro family. Cadabras is taken to the bottle now. Probably want to go to the new head of the Confederacy. Yeah, Thitterbro. He's doing a great job. But I don't know. Maybe he said looks you up and down, and
I'm just thinking because my friends and I, we have a particular set of skills that might be useful.
Yeah, right. You guys, like farmers, hey? You good at like shoveling manure out of places where it shouldn't be and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well.
Bob over here has been known to till.
Yeah, right. Well. I mean, when you get in, probably what you want to do is make yourself known to Hendas at the Greedy Mouse and Willibald General Store. They're the people who you need to talk to. I would think.
Okay. Is there anything, seeing as though you're heading in the other direction, is there anything, any messages or anything you'd like us to take back? Any news to send?
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. And, child, single one. Jax, is that? Dad. About Reglith. And the word Reglith, the mother just bursts into tears and starts like howling. And the dad goes, yeah, I mean, when you first enter the valley, there you'll see a dwarf. We I mean, if you could maybe help us know that she's respectfully replaced respectfully, that might soothe my wife a bit.
Yeah.
I don't really care for the details, but you know it when you see it. He starts crying at that point.
And Reglith is the name of this dwarf?
Yeah.
Of course. Well, yes, we can absolutely do that, and we'll be sure to let the Confederacy know how you feel.
The other name he mentioned then, I'm not sure if you guys quite picked it up.
Cadabras?
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 He was the person who he said was the last Thitterbro. He had mentioned that he wasn't involved with the Confederacy anymore.
Cadabras wasn't involved.
Yep. Anymore.
And at that point, the family they're all in tears, and they sort of retreat to one of the tents that have been put out. At that point, the merchant comes over, pretty big, jolly guy. How you going?
I'm just imagining he's like one of the boss Nass
thick, hammy, like hand of a hand, hock of a hand to you, Graham.
Shopping episode.
Gunruth of boots, hammers, and hunting imports. How are you?
Graham just tries to ignore him. He's still trying to meditate.
Up for a chat, and you feel this like wet, sort of sweaty palm on the back of your hand. You can feel like the imprint of at least 4 or 5 rings. Aha! What about you there? And he points to you, Bob. Comes over and sits next to you. A room for me? Lord Gunrath?
Always. Would you like to try some of this?
Imports.
And holds out the 4-litre cask, well, probably about 3 litres by now, of the dwarven spirits.
I'll put hair on my knuckles.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of pretty good, I hear you're a merchant.
Yeah.
You got some things to sell that are interesting for a cultured man like myself?
Not today. I deposited my load down at Willibrad.
That you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always deposit my load with Willibrad when I'm in Unkra. Actually out of supplies, but I'll be back in 2 months. Collect a few things, a couple more places to visit, get some supplies.
Does that mean you're clear out of stock and you're interested in potentially procuring some items? I have these jars. They're very interesting and very rare. Well, this
What do you got in there?
This one's pretty interesting, and he sort of unscrews it a little bit and gives him a smell.
It's Willy Bold. I said it wrong. Bold. Oh! Oof. Oh. In the hairs right off of a hair.
Would you like to potentially purchase this? It's
Absolutely
one
not.
of a kind.
Absolutely not. What are you peddling there, boy?
Rare and
are you a
unique
merchant?
wonders.
And he looks over. Yeah, I'm a merchant.
What do you sell or do you buy?
He stands up, comes over, shakes your hand. Gunruth, boots, hammers, and hunting goods. It's in the name, girl. I sell boots, I sell hammers, and I sell hunting goods.
Okay. Do you have any of those on you right now?
I do not. As I was just explaining to your friend here, I posited my load down with Willibald in Nolgra in the valley there. I am headed back to my warehouse.
That's a real shame. And she just kind of reaches in to take out a couple of coins and just kind of flashes the oodles of gold that she's got. She's like, well,
Clink, clink.
It's not
I was really
flash
looking
that,
for some hunting stuff.
you best go to general store. Visit my good friend Willibald. Help you up with his finest hunting gear. But word of advice, you better not be flashing that around down too broadly in the valley.
Oh, I wasn't planning on flashing it to anyone.
Otherwise, you're going to have all kinds of unpleasant folk after you.
What did you say about Iris? She doesn't flash anyone. Keep a
Just
civil
flash
tongue
gold.
in your...
No,
Just
she
flashing the gold.
called her an unpleasant bloke.
This is not spring break, young man.
I apologize.
Eldritch Blast.
I thought you southern folk had more charm.
It's been 4 weeks and I haven't cast Eldritch Blast on anyone and I'm twitching.
Just give me a goddamn reason.
Where are you folks headed? Unkra.
In the interim, while our guide here wants to continue on to
And then something.
Avasar.
Avasar.
At that point, Thurwag interjects. Iris, as I've mentioned several times, our agreement comes to its cessation once we meet Nordgror. At that point, I will be making haste out of Nordgror to Avasat. I will no longer be considered your guide. I have an important conference, and I need to compile my findings.
I see where we stand in your life, Thurwag. This is...
We share a deep bond over our adventures. I do have a life to return to.
Disposable mercenaries.
This was what we agreed, Bob. Yes, basically, you were going to guide me and act as my muscle, and was going to get you safely to Northgore, and we have both kept our ends of the agreement, and very well.
Good thing we didn't give you all
the pleasure traveling with you all.
What?
We might need to renegotiate once we get to Northgore.
Oh well, potentially.
Say, Thurwag, how you feeling? You tired?
Oh, good. No, not tired. You could rest on the wagon today. Feeling good.
Oh, good. Would I don't suppose Gunrith here would like to hear stories of filth for the night, would he? And I just give Thurwag a knowing wink.
No, I'm not too keen on that stuff. I mean, I'm a believer and all that, but I'd much rather sit here with my new friend. And he rips the flagon out of your hand, Bob. Bloop, 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 bloop. Hey. Just had a bit of a wild night there with Billy Bald in his store. We don't tend to go out like we used to there. Not safe to do that anymore. But whenever I make the trip down up to Northgore, I do spend a night with a couple of nights there that I get out as soon as I can. Always good fun to catch up with my old buddy.
Your buddy who? Sorry.
Willie Bald. We served together.
Oh yes, Willie Bald. Sorry.
Who's got all the goods to sell? Unlike this dude.
Because I've already sold all my goods.
Nothing.
That's right.
But
I'm glad you've picked up the.
Sounds like he's sold a lot of goods, so you'd have a lot of gold on you right now.
An interesting conclusion you've drawn there, my friend.
Well, you're drinking
one that is correct.
Expensive top shelf spirits. I said you could have one drink, but.
Hey, I'm having one big drink. One drink all night. Hey.
You cut off.
I'll go drink with them folk over there then if you're going to be like that.
No, it's just we've been in the forest for a long time.
Yeah, right.
Gunrith, and we haven't I guess experienced the civilization of other people for feels like weeks.
Oh well, I don't expect too much civilization in Northgore at the moment.
If you could describe it in 3 words, Gunrith, using your eloquence.
Yeah, everyone just says it's not the place it used to be, and no one actually says what's changed.
It used to be peaceful. It used to be welcoming. It used to be pleasant. Now the words I would use to describe it are death, despair, and profits.
We haven't even got there.
You know, that was a pretty big 180 until you said profits, and then it clicked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care to get involved too much in the politics, but the Confederacy used to keep the books balanced, keep the families honest. And this new lot slid, and I was there the night the old Confederacy fell. The Thither Bros were overthrown. Very unpleasant evening. I don't care to remember it. I'm just thankful that Willie Bald were able to save a few of the families, a few of them into hiding.
Dad?
It's
London was founded by...
Not a night I care to recall. He sort of sits there, just lingering, staring into the fire for a moment. Clearly processing a rather traumatic event in his life.
Well, good.
Did he say he'd left Northgore? And where was he heading?
He hasn't specifically said where he is heading.
Where specifically are you heading?
From here, I'll probably turn east at Havenwin, that's home. I'll get some. I got some blacksmiths there. I know do good work for me. And I'll get some more boots. And there's a good Fletcher belching stores there. Get my supplies, and then I'll just keep doing my loot.
You're probably going to be heading to Havenwin. Maybe you could be our guide there.
You going to head there?
Yeah.
How long would that take, would you say?
I mean, from here, I've probably got maybe 3 or 4 weeks ahead of me.
Straight trip? Or are you making stops?
I gotta make some stops along the way. A few folks to stop in and call in on.
Is it a dangerous journey?
I can hold my own.
Hey, you can shit with her.
You hide behind trees, don't you?
You think I'm hiding behind trees? And he stands up and he's probably close to 150 kilos.
Okay,
I ain't
you
hiding
pretend to
behind
be
no
a tree.
Look, I trained. I'm not the fighter I once was, but I can certainly hold my own in a fight. And he sort of now shows that he's got, a couple of hidden daggers and a crossbow on his, like a hand crossbow thing, and he's there.
Well, perhaps you might be the guide we need then. There'd be money in it for you, Gunruff.
Guess
it's somewhere you're going anyways.
Guess at the moment I'm not really looking for picking up some travelers. A bit of a burden, probably slow me down.
We're pretty quick.
We are.
I don't know. Sometimes I think Zom's a little slow. But... And I just pat him on the side. I'm just kidding, buddy. You're quick as a wink.
Sorry, Iris, I missed that.
Did I not say anything, or? Oh, gotcha. No,
not sure what you mean.
Sorry, I missed the Simpsons reference there. Sorry, Jess.
Something was said. Hey, Harper, you're still here.
I'm not really looking for a guide at the moment.
We'll give you 500 gold to take us there right now.
Probably.
I ain't taking your gold. I ain't acting no guide for some stragglers like
we'll
yourselves.
Take 500 gold if you don't take us there right now.
I was gonna say.
You threatening me, boy?
No one said nothing.
God damn it!
At that point, the wagon drivers come over. Hey, no fighting, guys. Right, this is the guild. Stop.
Sorry.
Poop. It's okay.
Bob, are you all right?
Grrr, and he's like flexing his tiny muscles. Grrr.
Do you need to go pop a squat?
Maybe.
I think I might leave you folk to yourselves the rest of the evening. I might go drink with those boys over there. Look,
we scared him off.
they're more fun than you guys.
With us.
I wouldn't say you scared me off. I'd say you just kind of a bit unpleasant folk.
It's the smell.
Come
It's
back when
not
you got
the
something to sell.
Not the smell.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gunruff. I'm sure
I'd
we'll
say
run
the
into each other
same,
again.
But, I wouldn't necessarily go that far. We're having a lovely conversation, but then unpleasantness did set in. I'm gonna go now. It's up. Roger's off.
Right. Well, I guess the last group of people to speak to are these adventurers over here. But
one of them comes sort of stumbling over a bit. Hey! What's in that flagon you got there, kid? He's pointing at you, Bob.
Bob's off shitting in the bushes.
Okay. In that case, one of them comes over, sees that you've left your flagon there, and goes to grab it.
Bob's got other
Look
problems
at here
right
what
now.
I got, guys! Look what I got! And he picks up your flagon and walks over to the table that they're sitting at, and it's a loud, yeah!
And then looks over. Too bad.
They're now pouring themselves drinks from your flagon, Bob.
Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast!
Out of the tree line.
My invisible mage hand to pick it up and bring it probably 10 feet in the air above their heads, and then slowly bring it back towards us. And drop it back.
Oh! What did we drink, boss? Hey, they gave us the good stuff. Oh!
And then
Only then.
I've got nothing.
Which way is the wind blowing?
Away.
Easterly?
It's going away from the wagon train, thankfully.
Aww.
The guild had set up the latrines down.
Yeah, but he didn't go to the
say I
latrine.
was using the latrines.
Dear.
Iris is going to take her flask, and she is going to place it down on the seat where she was. And she's going to say, I'm going to go use the proper latrines. Excuse me. And she'll stand up and she'll walk away.
It's just what I'm going to do.
Zom's going to walk away to use the latrine as well.
It's a funny name, latrine. Yeah, it used to be Shithouse. Love that movie.
What's that?
And are you staying there, Zom, or are you moving from there?
He's gone.
It's gone.
He's
okay,
not.
that was
He's
Phil.
moved.
Actually gone.
Phil.
What movie is that?
Yeah, what movie is that?
Men in
How's that?
Tights. Robin Hood Man in Tights.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting pretty dark now, you guys.
Well, because at the end of that, they're like, from now on, they'll no longer be known as something. They'll be known as Johns. That's the bit of that I remember.
It's in there.
Now the moon is in the sky.
Are they coming at all to take my flask?
Oh, because Zom is still sitting there.
Oh, okay. I thought he actually went and did it as well. But that was just Phil. Gotcha.
That was Phil. That's why I was saying, like, if Zom has moved, then yes, they will try and steal your flask.
Can we say Zom has moved as well?
And say Zom has moved, and
Hey,
they
Zom,
come over.
Phil, did Zom need to go to the toilet as well?
Yes, he did.
Yes. He needed to do a shit as well. Well, he doesn't have a
The party
small
that shits
bearing,
together.
so it's just we all shit together, did we?
The one of the
Was there enough
from that
space,
table.
or did we literally have a line-up outside the...
it comes over to and grasps Iris's flag and got it, guys! I got it. And sort of like scurries back as Graham and Ramrod just watch on. They're just watching him do this in broad sort of moonlight.
Graham just shakes his head.
And this guy
Idiot.
picks it up and hey, just drinks from the flagon.
Yeah, that's filled with a potion of poison.
Okay.
What's going on?
How much damage does it do?
It's a good question. Potion of poison.
Can they tell the difference between that and the dwarven spirits that I've filled up the flask with?
It's a 3d6 poison damage, and it's a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned.
I don't have character sheets for these guys, so give me a second.
Hang on a sec. Sorry,
Yeah.
were we attacking these guys, were we?
No,
No, we're just
HP.
sitting here. You guys are sitting over there shitting.
So as this one's drinking it, and he sort of falls. Yeah. And his party members are like the other two guys there are like then one who is probably, from the way they're acting, you'd say is probably the leader of the group goes, gets up, pokes him.
Boy,
Pulls
who
out a
took
potion.
my my potion of
Pulls out a potion of healing and just pours it into the guy's throat.
So did he make the Constitution saving throw?
He will now. 5. He died. He's on the ground.
Yeah. So so the potion would have dropped. Sorry, the initial amount would have dropped him to 0. He would have had the poison condition. The potion of healing would have brought him back. 6 seconds later, the actual poison condition would deal another 3d6 points of damage and probably kill him, or drop him to 0. And then 6 seconds after that, he would have been dead.
So, successfully,
Oh, shit.
his friend there is trying to revive him. He's pouring the potions. We got any diamond? Did we
What?
get diamonds?
Hey, who took my goddamn flask of poison? Hey, Chucklehead, did you take my flask?
Leaving poison around for?
That's my. What am I going to take it to go to the toilet? What are you, an idiot? Did you take my potion? You took the flask of poison and drank it.
Oh shit! What did you do that for?
Do what for?
Any of you guys get rid of fix him?
I can't fix stupid.
Oh shit!
And I'll pick up my flask and I'll go back and sit down.
I guess we're never getting to the getting down the forest now.
Down the where?
Forest.
Sorry, no, that was me. I could not hear you.
Getting down the southern wilds. Shit.
Oh.
He's a good fighter.
Well, he's an idiot.
Evidently. Ah, bloody hell. To ruin a good night. Calls over the wagon. Poor. Oi! Bloody idiot left flask of poison out. Dead. Or Marith? We gotta go. Oh, fuck. We've got to find another.
That sounds really bad. You guys have lost your adventuring fighter. Is that it? Yeah.
I'm the sneaky one. He's the spell guy. He's my fighter.
I just look at the guy called the Spell Guy. I go, the Spell Guy. Hold you, my friend.
He sort of like shuffles awkwardly. And the Spell Guy. Have a talk. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm just writing these guys down. So there's the Spell Guy, the sneaky one.
Sneaky one is Garlish. Marith was the fighter. And Perivane, Spell Guy.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of that. That's fine.
It's fine.
So sneaky one, Spell Guy, fighter.
Ah.
And
Who
who?
are the there's 3 of us.
Sorry, I thought there was 4.
Well,
Apologies.
there was 3 of us, now there's 2 of us. Oh well.
Well,
Indeed.
We'll
this
probably
is
just
quite the
get back
conundrum.
to have a win now. Yes?
Hey, you should go with that guy.
Wonder if he's taken people.
He is not.
I know, right?
You could offer him 500 gold, and he would say no right now.
That's alright, we know the way.
It's
Hey.
quite
Oh, maybe you show us.
No.
Hey, do you guys want to take
People who
a...
leave poison laying around, and the potion poisons bloody laying around? Maybe
Yeah.
we'll head down and see if we can get someone from the Southern Wilds to fight with us.
No. See this guy here? And I point to Graham. And I'm like, he might look sinewy and sneaky, but this guy, he is a fighter to his core.
Fucking potato.
It's a blueberry at best.
Right. Oh, I mean,
Also, there's not going to be any more potions of poison sitting around because you've already drunk it.
we're not going to travel with you. You lot just killed one of us.
Oh, he just killed himself.
Himself.
Oh well. Oh, fair enough. Splitting the hairs a bit
Yeah,
there.
seems upset about it.
Hey, let's not talk about splitting hairs.
Sorry, Ramrod, that's a touchy subject.
Fair enough.
Come on.
Yeah, righto. Where are you lot heading anyway?
We're going to not tell you. No, just kidding. We're going to Notgra.
Yeah. You just came from there?
Yeah? Do you have anything positive to say on the area?
Yeah, we do, actually. The head of the Confederacy recruited us, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, we cleared out some wolves that were harassing the sheep down there. Yeah, he sent for us personally, he did.
Wow, if you guys had done that a few more times, I think old mate there might have had enough HP to survive that.
Enough what?
Nothing. So, you took care of wolves for, what is this, Finbro?
Didabro.
Didabro?
Didabro, yeah. Oh, I mean, his name's Per.
Per? Per.
No, like P-E-R, Per. Oh, P-E-R.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, he calls himself Thidder now, alright?
Thidder?
Yeah.
Thidder.
Thidder Brow, you know, like the family who used to run it. It's a bit of a laugh, he thinks it's hilarious. Anyway, called for us, because, you know, we known him since he was a kid, right? And,
You've known Thidderbro since before he was a kid?
Thidder, yeah. Since he was a kid.
Since before he was a kid.
Since he was a kid. Before he was a kid. He's not talking
Since
to his dad's
before he was
ball
born.
sack or anything, are we? God.
Don't know. We don't know you.
You all roll a perception.
Ah. Shittiest bonus. Oh no. Iris is worse.
Is there like typing going on?
It's
Okay.
the people who passed the
Yeah.
perception check.
So Zod.
Graham's just going to telepathically say, "Check out the tattoo on the guy that's talking. Check out his wrist. Recognize that? It looks like a flame." Telepathically to everyone.
Is message telepathic?
You guys
Or
can
do I actually...
respond to Graham telepathically.
Oh, okay.
Graham's
Yeah, what about...
telepathic.
Right. What about his necklace? Same thing. He's got a flame necklace.
The dead guy does, yes.
Yes. The dead guy. Who are you talking about?
Graham was talking about the guy talking.
The guy's talking.
Oh, okay. The bloke on the ground, look, he's got a flame
He's not
necklace.
talking.
He's not doing any talking.
Well, he could. Our cleric who can't speak with the dead.
Let's
Anyway.
talk to these guys first, eh?
Much loot down there, the Southern Wilds. You guys have come from there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
got
was,
much loot down there. Yeah. It's
No,
alright, eh?
I mean like
So-
no,
so
like
lizard
yeah, we just
skins?
came from down there. There wasn't much.
Them savages like down there. Not much of a fight.
I mean, there were 9 of us that went down there.
9 of you. And there's only 4. Jeez. I was hoping we'd be
But
able
I'm
to
sure
get it.
I'm sure the 2 of you will be just fine.
Yeah, we'll be right. Be right.
But it's alright, because
Well,
now,
luckily you
now there's
guys-
only 5, so we only have to split, and Bob pulls some of the coins out of the ring of shared storage. That's less ways to split this.
You're right. The fancy little magic trick you did there. And gold up your hand like that. Very nice. Very
All
nice.
sorts
But anyway,
of surprises.
Nortgraw. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful place. Under new management, eh? Shall we say?
Hmm.
And what do you think of those guys?
Oh yeah, they're right. No? Paid us handsomely, so you know, per fitter, he's alright.
How will we know? How will we know when we're within their territory? Do they have a flag or a symbol or anything? Or
Once you get in the valley, they control the whole thing now. Anyway, I better with this bloody Erevan, you knocked him down. I got a bloody, I don't know, I might bury him over in the woods over there. I go through his stuff first, so you get some pretty good bloody loot there. Take his share. Anyway, try not to leave your poison unflasked around the place from now on. At least put a little note on the bottle.
You just ask before taking someone else's bottle.
That's what we do.
Are you going to do that again?
I'm not.
Then I guess a lesson was learned here.
Take
Yeah,
things.
right.
I mean, how would you feel if I took that guy's dagger over there? You can't
At
just
this
take
point,
stuff.
wagon guys come along and they're looking at the dead body. All right, that's enough for the night. We've got to deal with this. This has got to be notified through the guild. This is
Suicide.
Everybody into your tents. Into your tents. This is not good enough. Not good
Round
enough.
up the kids.
Everybody to bed now. Come on. Some of us have got early starts in the morning.
You're going to get HR involved.
The guild will need to know about this, yes. Of course we've got to let the guild know.
Forced remuneration.
Jesus. I guess we all got to have training after this and
Will I be
form.
compensated for the trauma I've experienced witnessing my dear friend here die right in front of me?
At that point, Kathu looks at you and goes, Bob, met him early this evening. He's not your dear friend.
We had a bond.
No, he's thinking about me.
Into the tent. We've got to try and work out how we're going to sell this to the bosses.
We don't have to sell anything to the bosses.
No, you don't. We're all guild members here. You know, this isn't going to look good at a death at a guild
know.
house. We're not covering.
Off and
Not covering anything.
By a
We've got paperwork.
Capybara. Been eaten by a rabid capybara.
Kookaburra.
Yeah, kookaburra.
Kookaburra. A wild
Yeah,
kookaburra.
rabid
A
kookaburra.
rabid
A rabid kookaburra.
Frothing
No,
at the beak.
They're the size of
Kathy
rocks
looks
down here.
at you guys. Looks at you guys all being smartasses. Go to bed. They're leaving early in the morning.
Right.
Okay, well,
Yes.
I'm logging off now then. Oh, right, in the game.
And he basically escorts you guys to the tent that he's put up for you. It is what it is. It's a pretty standard. It's better than what you've had. It's not particularly fancy. And there's obviously a bit more supplies at this Wagon Guild rest stop. Anyway, we'll have a sleep there. Presumably you're going to do that.
Yeah, we might keep watch. Iris, do you want to take first watch?
More than happy to. More than happy to. Where are we sleeping? Which one's ours?
The best one.
This one.
This one. We're all gonna get in there.
Well, I'm still taking shit. That's right.
He missed all the excitement.
How long's it been? 3 hours?
3 hours, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Ches, it's about as long as one of yours, I reckon.
Yeah, good shit. If you don't need to recharge your phone battery, it's not a good shit.
Alright. So, yeah, you guys go into your tent. Iris is going to sit up a bit longer, is she? Just to... prove
Yeah,
her point?
she'll just stay and just read her book and sit at the fire.
Kathy looks at you. Trouble to know, Iris. Anyway.
Never.
Guys, sleep. Wake up in the morning. Pretty early in the morning.
Feel stronger?
Kathy opens the tent. Right, you lot, we got to go. And you cut out your tent and you can see he's loaded up the wagon with your stuff. Got the horses attached. Wag's sitting on there. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
What happened to the guy who died last night?
You look over in the other one of the other wagons. That's his body there, Iris. We have to deal with that. Sorry, we won't have to deal with that. Inshu will have to deal with that.
Sorry, who?
Inshu.
A Jew here.
2 for 2, Isaac.
Hmm.
Inshu is going to report it to the local guild office. Therefore, will be. But all I know is that if I can get a couple more jobs in before I get fired from the guild because of what you guys may or may not have done last night, that's going to help me a lot.
We did not do anything. Get that right.
Around zealous accusations, I mean.
Just piecing together what I saw.
Your star rating on Caravan Dash that we're going to review.
Cuba.
Anyway, Thurwag's there. He's sort of twitching his leg, sitting at the front of the wagon. The day has started, guys. We need to go. Need to get back to Avasat.
Can Zom sit up front again?
So you've got to climb up where Thurwag is also sitting. If you must, Zom, and he jumps back in the back of the wagon, making room for you at the front.
See my crossbow.
Now is not the time for threatening, Zom. I have a long friendship. Our relationship is what I would consider you as my friend now. Don't threaten me with your crossbow.
What about my fungal staff?
Yes, I've seen that thing.
Put your fungal staff away, Zom.
Put it away, yes. No one needs to see your fungal staff here. We've already caused enough trouble for dear Kathu here. Dear Kathu here needs to be...
my penis.
What about his mushroom tip?
Just his fungal.
You gentlemen and your penis jokes will... It will be one of your redeeming features that I shall miss, I guess.
Did we bait you?
Well, we better get as much in as possible.
Check.
Will he really miss our penis jokes?
Play of the day.
You detect that, yes, he is telling the truth. He actually probably will miss your penis jokes. He may not enjoy them. He will miss them.
Fair enough.
You guys getting on the wagon?
Yeah.
Never.
Ever? Alright, well, everyone else gets on the wagon except for Iris.
Iris is never getting on the wagon, but she will get on board this.
Trying to think of something there.
This the wagon?
Yep, sure.
Is this our wagon, Kathu? Sure. Whatever.
Sure.
As you're sitting next to her.
We all put our horse harnesses into a bowl, and you pull out whichever horse harness you want.
People mislabel their horse harnesses on purpose to make it seem like they have Clydesdale.
When in fact they've just got a donkey.
You guys debate various things. Kathu, you can hear his eyes roll back into his head. Almost as if he's driving the horses.
That sounds awful.
It's almost as if he's driving the horses harder this morning. He makes very, very good time. Wagon snakes along a winding road through a thick gum forest. Ahead, you see a break in the hills, where the road leads, clearly a pass to the valley below. Kathu turns to you all in the back. Won't be much longer, thankfully, and we should be down in the valley in the next hour or so. He turns to Thurwag. Drop you at the mouse? Thurwag, clearly miles away, deep in thought. Yes. The greedy mouse should suit. Wagon continues through the pass, going over a ridge. A beautiful wide vista appears in front of you. Flanked by two larger forests-coated hills, a large valley extends before you. The floor of the valley is covered in farmlands, punctuated by some small groups of buildings. Path ahead snakes towards a central complex. There's maybe 3 or 4 larger buildings there. And in the distance, at the far end of the valley, keep can be seen. You guys are winding down the pathway. And you guys are winding down the path into the valley, and a strange tree just a bit ahead comes into view. It's larger than the gums around it. Its branches sort of hang strangely under the weight of something that's a little bit difficult to make out from where you are. It looks as the boughs of the branches are sort of dangling a bit. It looks like there might be something hanging from them. Your wagon draws closer, and the grisly realization comes into view.
No.
On the branches of the trees hang a number of dead bodies, various states of decay. Among the dead, you can see both males and females, young and old. You now see at the base of the tree a pile of rotted corpses. The stench of rotting flesh reaches your nostrils. Looking further ahead down the path, you see another tree, similar things hanging from it. And then another bearing the same strange fruit. Thurwag turns to you all and grimly states, "Welcome to Nordgraw." So we're going to finish it tonight.
Not friendly.
And
Civilization at last.
Civilization at last. To make dead. You do actually. I wanted to end on the grimly states. Welcome to Nordgraw. But you do also see in that pile of corpses a fresh corpse that looks similar to the dwarves who you saw the evening before.
Wait, the dwarves we saw the evening before?
Yeah, they were
their daughter or family or something.
Oh.
They were talking about it.
The ones who spoke to Ramrod.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were heading away from Nordgraw.
Were heading away from Nordgraw.
They are now.
They are now, and you see one of the hanging bodies that's relatively fresh looks very similar to the other child who was there. Female.
Gotcha.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 means.
Wait, are you serious?
Dead dwarves.
Level 6.
Oh, level 6.
That's level 6, alright?
Yeah. The dead bodies remain, the children hang swinging from the trees. But you all level up!
Suddenly everyone feels stronger.
Amongst the children's corpses, the
children's corpses give you strength.
Bodies give you strength and empower you.
You suck their souls. You actually gain 2 levels.
Sucking into that youth. Yeah.
Feeling a little battery. Lizzie.
Let's see if I can just play.
Cantrips known 3. Spells known 7. That's good. Spell slots still 2.
2.
This was the song that I was meant to play when he said "Welcome to Nordgraw."
I see it actually says chapter 3 in the top corner. I didn't see that before.
Yeah, I missed the spelling error there as well.
All of them had spelling errors.
Yeah, I know, but I was like looking at it, I'm like, oh, there's nothing in this one.
Oh yeah.
The evil confederacy of dwarf killers.
Confederacy of the Harvest. More title.
Confederacy of the
Here's the
Harvest.
harvest.
Alright, so I've been adding some notes to the keep section. So there's a bunch of NPCs. I've added the Confederacy of the Harvest. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Should be it.
But plenty of NPCs to...
Murder, I mean...
forgettable ones. Alright, I'm gonna do my level up now before I go to bed.
Enjoy.
Good night, guys.
Enjoy. Level 6 gets you something good as a warlock, I believe.
It gives me something interesting, that's for sure.
It does. It does.
I guess
Oh,
something to do that I've
hang
been
on.
hanging out
Let me
for.
just... I need to reply to someone's messages too.
Next.
Good roll.
Nice, good.
Oh, 2 channel divinities. That's good.
Hot damn.
You can repel all the undead that Zom's summoning.
Oh! The healing spells I cast on other people heal me as well now.
Nice average roll there.
I'll take it. Get one more spell.
And swapsies.
Oh, and swapsies. Yes.
Beacon of Hope. Nobody cares.
I still like Bane. Bane is still pretty useful. But is it better than...
Why can't I click on Spirit Guardians?
It might have to be something you force in afterwards.
I can't remember if I had to or not. But now I can fly. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
Everyone gets 5.
No.
This is working.
Hey, Potsy.
5s.
Hey, Potsy.
Later.
Yeah.
If I take tongues, is this going to work for any of your fiction-y stuff, or is this not going to work at all?
It's tongues.
This spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. The target speaks any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
That'll work.
That'll work. Just wondering.
I was more just playing around with the stuff on the beach from a DN perspective. I thought it would be cool if you couldn't It would be cooler if you couldn't have understood them.
Yeah. No.
Because it made it feel more foreign to you all. But now everyone seems to be speaking common, as far as you can tell.
No, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Catch you ladies next week, I assume.
You'll see us ladies
Yeah.
next week, that's for sure.
Wow. 46 HP. Bob is now the tank.
Morton.
49 HP.
Ah.
50